high as it goes. But this is actually what vibrates it, this whole thing.
The idea of it is to push the stone down.
Yeah. So we get a better finish.
Cool, I've never seen that. That's awesome. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. We've got an incredibly special project for you right now. We are at my house and we are starting the premier dream shop. It's about to go down. We've got trusses getting delivered at the moment. Concrete guys are here starting to form. Let's go. I'm super excited about this. Make sure you hit subscribe. Tell them to hit subscribe. Smash that subscribe button. This guy's unbelievable. See that spin? Oh, I didn't know what he was doing there. That was amazing.
That's crazy.
Swinging around getting in the driveway,
That was the hard part, man. That was the hardest part.
Yeah, that was incredible. Truss tracks, baby. UFB. Best in the biz. This is pretty cool. This is always one of my favorite things to see, is seeing them drop off of this roller truck. They're just gonna drop this whole stack, and they're big, 40 feet long. It's gonna be pretty sick. I love watching this. This is a roof, baby. Go. Killer job. Thank you. Awesome. Trusses are here. What's your name?
Manny.
Manny. He's the man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Concrete guys are all finished up the excavation. Around the entire perimeter, we've got about an 18-inch wide by 3-foot deep footing, 10 mil vapor barrier underneath, and we've got rebar in the footings, and we've got wire mesh on top. And since this is one of our first time using trusses, we actually got to tour the factory where they make them at UFP, and we thought we'd show you a little bit of behind the scenes because it was a pretty cool operation. We're here on the factory floor, and it was such a massive operation. They have about 75 people working per shift in this building, and you can see right here they're building a gable truss, and they're working off of plans on a computer. You can see the screen right in front of them, and they assemble it all on this gigantic table. see them nailing in the nail plates, and I thought this was pretty cool. They get them temped in there. You can see they look kind of all scraggly. They're just putting them in there, tacking them. Because after they're done that, you'll see in a little bit, they all get pressed down and flattened by a huge machine, which is pretty cool. Here's the machine that they use, and as it goes over, it applies pressure, rolls it, and that flattens out everything, smooths out any inconsistencies, and really sets all of those nail plates so they're completely flush. Once they're done building the truss, they can slide it right off onto a conveyor, and that's gonna take it down to the next station, and it's gonna get packed up and ready for shipping to a job site like ours. Back to work. Guys, this guy is psyched, man. He's pumped up. You guys don't mind being filmed, right?
No, not at all.
Cool. This will be on YouTube. Awesome. Max, check it out, man. Look at that. There's another truck coming. Did you see the first one?
I didn't.
You didn't? You just said you saw it. It was coming out that last pipe. Pretty cool, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There.
There it is. This is already the 4th truck coming in. Easy there, bucko. Or should I say Buzz? Hey Max, what's gonna go here?
What is that?
That's concrete. Oh, what's that thing? That's called a power buggy. Because what's going to go on top of here? Do you know? A what? Is this the most fun day of your whole life?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
Better off going block. And, I mean, as far as, I mean, I should take my time and go, just do it.
And I saw the, when I came out this morning and looked at it, everything was nice and straight. I saw them, you know, usually you don't see a concrete guy sighting up the boards, seeing which way they're bowing.
That was, when I first started this company, I remember I'm 64 years old,
Yep.
back when I was young, we used to use masonry to bend bends.
Yeah.
And then they moved down the AZAC. I was one of the first guys ever buy AZAC.
Yeah.
And rip it down. I'd buy the water boards
Yep.
and rip it down so we could do the nicest curve. And
Yeah.
it's awesome for us for a long time. Then
Yeah.
everybody started catching on.
Yeah.
You know.
Looks great. Yeah, it was nice and clean. That vapor barrier going right down.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah. All right, we got the concrete guys here, waiting on one more truck. How many yards are we gonna have total here?
58.
58 yards, that's pretty crazy. We got Brian, Tyler, Kevin, well-formed concrete. What's the hardest part on a project like this to do?
It's probably the form work. It's a lot of detail, make sure nothing blows out on you. Make sure all the heights are right and everything. Yeah.
If you look, you'll see all the breaking. We cover it with dirt to help support it so it does not get no bows. And it stays perfectly straight. So you'll see it every 3 foot all the way around.
Well, in something like this, with so much concrete and especially the footings, all of that weight, how easy is it for it to blow out on a form like this if you were to, you know, use plywood or something like that?
Dirt makes all the difference in the world, keeping it from blowing out.
You'd be really surprised what that does and how much weight there actually is pushing against that just from that concrete at the top.
You guys ever seen the video of somebody's like forming a foundation wall and it blows out and it's just filling up the whole backyard?
Yeah. Yeah,
Probably see a couple of those videos.
Yeah,
and
we
make
tend
sure
to
you
see the nightmare videos.
That wasn't you guys, right?
No,
all right.
not, definitely not.
So we got 58 yards, a lot of form work here. I noticed you guys, when you guys were forming it, you're sighting up those boards. You know, that's something we do with joists and rafters and everything. Are you checking for crown on it?
Crown.
Are you crowning it up and everything and bows? Okay. Wow. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
What about the pour here? I noticed you guys had grade stakes set in the concrete, you know, that you can get your height and then screed off of those.
Right, so what those are set up for is we'll call them our little wet pads.
Yep.
And that'll give, like you said, that gives us our height in the middle. We'll use like a regular straight edge that, and that gives us his guideline for when he's using the vibe screed. That gives him his height so he can float that.
Okay. And the long screed rail you guys have, what is that? Is that aluminum? Is that magnesium?
Yeah, it's aluminum.
Okay. Cool. And same thing with this. Is this all aluminum? The vibratory screed?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay. Cool. What? And you were also talking about some of the mix. Is there something that they do in that to get the air bubbles out when they're mixing it?
Let him explain
We
that.
put a mid-range water reducer in there for because when we pour on top of plastic, the water's got nowhere to go but up.
Right.
So
Okay.
it helps suck the water out, and it helps with the bleed water on the top.
Yep.
So,
Well, the idea of it is too, it's supposed to use less water with that product,
Yep.
which helps with that situation with the bleed water coming to the top.
Gotcha. Looks like last truck's coming in. Almost at the end zone.
almost.
Let's do this.
Tonight, we'll see.
All right. I was gonna say I'll be here. I'll be at the Zach Bryan concert. I'm country now. I gotta get a big belt buckle for the concert.
That's high as it goes. But this is actually what vibrates it. This whole thing.
The idea of it is to push the stone down. Yeah. So we get a better finish.
Cool. I've never seen that. That's awesome. Pad is down, we're ready to go. Start framing up these walls. You're gonna have to wait for the next video because we got a tornado warning for today. It's starting to rain. No good for putting up walls, but Monday we're starting that, so make sure you hit subscribe, stay tuned, and don't miss any of this Premier Dream Shop build. Until next time, it's been Premier Outdoor Living.